Hey kids, thanks for watching. We're going to do bean soup. I start with these packages. There's 15 different kinds of beans in here, pound and a quarter. We're going to do it in the crock pot, so it's going to end up with a lot of soup. There'll be enough here that I'll probably be able to freeze 5 or 6 containers, and during the winter time when it's cold and snowy and miserable, I'll just pop one in the microwave and have a great little dinner. I usually do these with ham hocks. There's a little flavoring package in here. I throw that away and toss in a couple ham hocks. Going to do something different this time because I found a really good deal over in the dead meat section of the grocery store. I found a package of pork, fresh pork, 30% off. Grabbed it, got a lot of meat in there, so that's going to be the basis for this. First thing you got to do with beans is make sure there's nothing foreign in there. First thing we need to do is sort through it and make sure there's no sticks or rocks in here. I have personally never found a rock in a package of beans, but it does happen, I guess. Somebody told me that it did, and I believed them, and I've been doing this ever since. I'm going to put them in the colander, and once I get this all sorted out here, we're going to give them a good rinse, and then soak them overnight. I rinse them first because when they soak, they're going to give up a lot of flavor. The soaking water is going to look kind of nasty, but it tastes great. So rinsing them first gets rid of any dust that might be in there. The beans are clean. That way we can actually use the soaking water. Okay, beans have been thoroughly rinsed. Got them in a bowl. We add water. This part's really simple, nothing to it. We put in enough water to at least cover them. I'm going to have to come back every couple hours and check because the beans will absorb some of the water. They're going to get bigger. They'll absorb the water. We need to make sure there's enough water in here to absolutely cover everything. So we got about 8 hours to go on this, and then we're going to start working with the pork. Okay, the beans are soaking. Let's prep the pork. First, I want to get it into bite-sized pieces, and if there's any big chunks of fat on here that we want to get rid of, we'll do that. Like there's a good sized chunk of fat. Trim that off. It's going to be in the slow cooker for a long time, at least 4 hours. And generally meat in the slow cooker for that long becomes just super tender. I do the same thing with beef, and always comes out just falling apart. And hope we're going to get the same thing with the pork. Okay, I've got the pork whittled down to manageable sizes. As I mentioned before, I usually do beans with ham hocks, which provide all kinds of flavor, smokiness to it. Since I don't have that going on here, we're going to do a marinade. Now, I've got a few things here that you may not have at home, but if you go on the internet, there's dozens, maybe hundreds of marinades that work well with pork. The one I'm going to use, we've got, pardon my shaky hands, we've got maple syrup. We've got soy sauce. Come on, soy sauce, there we go. We've got a little bit of Lea & Perrins. Once again, I'm not going to try to say that word, just Lea & Perrins. We want cap some of this stuff up here. We want mustard, and I'm going to use kind of a combination of just plain old yellow mustard and some Grey Poupon. So you can tell, you know, between the shaky hands and my terrible knife skills, if I can do this, you can do this, right? This is something you may not have. This is mushroom ketchup. And boy, it has an earthiness. I'm not going to put a lot in. That's more than enough right there. Too much. Perfect. And I found up in the shelf somewhere there, I found a little package of pecans. And what I'm going to do with that is put them in the grinder. And I'll be right back. Well, with the help of the grinder, I've got pretty much pecan dust. Okay, we'll blend all this together. In goes the pork. We'll get some of the air out of here. Seal it up and make sure everything is coated. Into the reefer. I think 4 hours is going to do it. As always, thank you for watching. Nothing happens here unless you're a part of it. You being here watching the videos makes a huge difference. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps the channel grow. There's also some links down there, including one to the website. I'm working on getting a lot of extra content on there, hardware reviews, unusual food items. I'm going to try to turn it into a valuable resource. I hope you'll check it out. So once more, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you next video.